Good afternoon, the AD podcast now in February, talking all things Indian Hill Braves with AD Brian Phelps. Good afternoon, Brian. How we doing?
Good afternoon. Doing great. It's a great day to be a Brave.
Boy, it's isn't it nice with blue sky in February, even though it's a little chilly, but the blue skies, that rodent up in Pennsylvania's told us early spring, and we hope he's right for once.
That's right. I know the spring teams are itching to get out, open fields and that kind of stuff. I'm sure it'll hit us back in the face in a week or so and remind us it's still winter.
Yeah, it'll probably snow May 2nd or something crazy like that, just for paybacks. Hey, let's jump in, talk sports teams. Let's start with boys basketball. And wow, nice win Friday at home. And it's been a great a few weeks for boys basketball.
Yeah, great to get a home win in front of a nice sized crowd. It's homecoming weekend. Wyoming's a great rival for us in all sports, but they are having a tremendous season, 16-0 overall, and obviously undefeated in the league. So to get a nice win over them at home was great. They beat us earlier by a handful of points, pretty competitive game. So we felt like at our place we'd have a chance, and our guys really played well and really came through down the stretch when it counted most. So really proud of our guys.
Yeah, congratulations to them. This Friday, they travel over to an always tough Taylor High School to play the Yellow Jackets. And I know tournament seating is this weekend, and I think it ends Friday at like midnight. So I'm sure Coach Hill would like to get a W on Friday at Taylor, which would go a long way, I think, before the seating meeting.
Yep, Taylor's playing very well. We know that'll be a tough game on the road. Then we'll finish the season at Marymount. So two tough ones in a row, but we're excited to hopefully get a solid seed, finish the season out strong.
Yeah, best of luck to them. Let's go to the girls' side. Currently 13-8, having a really solid season. They wrap up their regular season this week at Marymount. Always tough to go face the Warriors there, and then their seed meeting was last night, and it looks like they drew Wilmington at Loveland on the 13th, Tuesday the 13th.
Yep, that's right. Great win over Taylor. Taylor beat us at their place earlier in the year, and we won by, I think, 28 on Saturday. Just played a complete game, the best I've seen our girls play all year. So hopefully we are, hitting all cylinders at the right time. Marymount will be a tough game on Wednesday. Currently tied with Taylor for first place in the league, so we need to take care of our business on Wednesday to at least share the CHL championship. Wilmington will be a tough test for us. Watched them play about a week or so ago. I think that's a good matchup for us. And we'll play at Loveland, as you mentioned, on the 13th. And hopefully we're playing Roger Bacon on the 20th and seeing Baden, who knocked us out last year, on the 26th. So that's kind of the path to get through the Southwest for girls basketball.
Well, best of luck to them. It sounds like a challenge, but it based on when you say that they played their best game this late in the year, it sounds like they're trending in the right direction.
No doubt about it.
Let's jump in the pool. Let's talk swimming and diving. Most of the duels are done. It's tournament time, trying to get ready. It's time to get to Canton.
Yeah, that's right. We just had this past weekend diving and swimming senior days, so that's behind us. Our divers will go to West Claremont tomorrow for the sectional tournament. We'll have boys swimming sectionals at Princeton High School on Friday at 6 o'clock. And then the girls will go to Princeton on Saturday morning at 11. So it's tournament time. And we've got some really strong divers and swimmers that we expect to be competing over the next few weeks. So we'll just take it one tournament at a time.
Princeton's a great pool, so best of luck to them. And hopefully they get some PRs and advance. So that's great stuff. Let's go to the mat and talk wrestling. Looks like had a duel we had a quad at Middletown on Saturday. Have the kind of end the regular season Roger Bacon at home on this Friday, and then do they have that match? Is that during the school day, Brian? Is that
Sure is. Yep, it's an in-school duel, 1:30 p.m. If you have not had an in-school duel before, it is about the best thing that you can do during the school day for athletics. To have your gym packed and it's one-on-one in front of your crowd, your home crowd, and we will repay the favor, hopefully going to their place next year so they get to experience that. But it does a few things, right? Not a ton of people always go to wrestling. It kind of highlights that sport, highlights some of our really talented kids. But again, to get to do that in front of the whole high school and our youth program will be fun. So anyone listening to this, I invite you to come out on Friday at 1:30 to see what an in-school duel is all about against Roger Bacon. It'll be great.
That sounds fun. Well, best of luck to them. I hope it's a huge success for everybody. It looks like you guys are hosting the CHL on the 17th. We'll talk about it next week, but that's the next hurdle for wrestling once they get through the in-school duel. So best of luck with that. That's fantastic. Let's go to the lanes. Let's talk bowling.
Yep.
I believe I saw a win against Marymount 2 Thursdays ago.
Boys and girls got wins, and that was the boys' first win, and the girls are now sitting around 500 on the 7th. So in a couple of days, we'll have senior day out at Eastgate Lanes against Reading, and their season will be wrapping up, and it's be tournament time for them. But I know we've said it every week, just the leaps and bounds that program has taken, not just getting some wins, but the interest and what I think that will do for the program moving forward. Really exciting for those kids and coaches.
So you're pleased, your overall grade on this starting as a new sport and moving forward to next year, you're 2 thumbs up from Brian Phelps.
Yep, no doubt about it. It's just even going to be more competitive with more kids participating next year, and that's the goal.
Yeah, that's great. Well, best of luck to them as this gets into tournament play. Let's wrap the team review talking gymnastics. I know there's a meet coming up this Thursday at Country Day that you wanted to talk about.
Yeah, a chance to see Samantha Rozakis compete, Cincinnati Country Day, Thursday, 6 o'clock. She has continued to improve every week and hopefully gets in the tournament and can participate for a couple weeks. But if you haven't seen a lot of gymnastics, which most of us have not, this would be just down the street, a good opportunity to see her compete. And then on Friday, the same day as the in-school duel, we will get to send our cheerleaders off. They'll compete in nationals down at Disney. So they'll be there this weekend, and really excited for them. They've had a great showing the last few years down there and expect, for this year to be the same.
Yeah, that's great. I know a few items that we wanted, some housekeeping things we wanted to talk about. Big meeting for ice hockey this evening.
Tonight's the night. We've been talking about hockey on the hill for a while now. And as we hear from our community members, and I've said this a little bit before, but as kids and families, our community members bring things to us to consider. And if it looks like there's the support from them to do that, we want to investigate that. So we've done an all call for tonight to see how serious interest truly is to bring a varsity ice hockey program to Indian Hill. A lot of our kids and a lot of community around us play at the Indian Hill Winter Club, including my son. That's a great place to learn to play hockey, and they offer a high school program. But what we can do is be part of the OHSAA and a varsity program like our friends at Moeller and St. X. So that's what we're trying to investigate, if that makes sense for us here at Indian Hill.
That's great. Well, best of luck in that meeting.
Yeah, come on out, multi-purpose room in the high school at 6:30 if you have any interest in supporting ice hockey at Indian Hill.
Great. And I understand there's a couple of seats maybe available for euchre at Kenwood Country Club this weekend.
Yep. So for the most part, we're full. We're sold out, but a couple of our players looks like they may not be able to make it and are willing to give their seats up at the table. But we have a full list of 80 players on Saturday for our second annual euchre tournament to that all proceeds benefit arts and athletics at Indian Hill. So if you're interested, contact me and we'll see if we can help you out.
Yeah, it sounds like a fun night at KCC. Let's wrap up today's show with just a brief update on the field house.
Yeah, every week it feels like, gosh, it's almost here. I know our operations committee of our board is meeting later this week to go through some of the final numbers and renderings, and hopefully we'll be making a final recommendation to our board later this month for a go, and that would mean we could have shovels in the ground as early as May. It's about a year project, so it's very possible that summer of 25 we are cutting a ribbon to use the new Indian Hill Fieldhouse. So
So
we're
exciting.
almost there. Almost
Yeah.
there.
Pretty exciting. Well, great stuff. Best of luck to all the Braves this week as regular seasons wind down, tournaments start. We'll touch base next week and wrap up our winter season AD podcasts and get everybody ready for postseason. And Brian, have a great week. Thanks for your time, and we'll talk soon.
Yeah. Thank you, Rob, and go Braves.